Hey, what's good YouTube? Salvadad coming to you with another video. This video is going to be how to combo with that deck 4. This one's going to be Merlantians. You've seen a lot of people running these, and a lot of people actually really don't know how to run the combos, so I'm making this video so you guys can know how to combo and know if you're playing against that deck what they're going to do, so you can side against them. But if you are playing that deck and you don't know how to run the combo, you can learn how to run it. With Merlantians, there's a lot of basic combos. The most basic is to draw into these two cards. If you draw into these two cards, you have a great setup going. Because what you'll do, this is the main combo, you'll summon Undyne, and then ditch to the graveyard Dragoons. And Dragoons will let you search Moonaglacia or Meglo to hand, or any card to hand for that matter, but you'd probably get a Moonaglacia because you're setting up, and then you automatically get this to hand. So then there's 2 waters already on the field that are going to be in the graveyard, but then there's going to be 4 after Abyss Sphere. So what you'll do is then they'll probably go into attack. So let's just say they go nuts on you. You can activate Abyss Sphere, putting Abyss, Mermill, Abyss, Linde in defense mode. This will die at your opponent's next end phase, but whenever it dies, you can search Meglo or you can search Abyss Spike. It kind of just depends on what you have in your hand. Let's say in your hand you have another, heavy infantry, dragoons, or marksmen. Then you're going to want to go the spike route. But if you really don't have anything, going into Meglo is always a good option. But for this example, I'm going to pretend like we have a Abyss Dragoons in hand. So we have Dragoons in hand. We'll pitch Dragoons with that. So now we get to add 2 cards to hand. We're going to add Abyss Meglo, and for this scenario, I'm going to add another Undyne, just for the fun of it, because I love to combo. So as of right now, you have 7 cards in hand. So you're gonna have 8 once you draw. And you probably don't. It doesn't matter what you draw, because you're gonna summon this, search into a. I would probably pop a card by now, but if you really want to go nuts, you can discard another Dragoons, but honestly, I'd probably pop the monster, so I'd discard Infiltrate. So that gives you 5 waters engraved with 2 cards on field. So then what you can do is you can special summon Moonaglacia, discard 2 cards in hand, and then you could say, let's just say you have 2 waters. So you can discard 2 waters for Meglo, and then if it was an infantry, dragoons or something, you get their effects, and then basically that's game, because you can tribute 1 water so he can attack twice, and you get a spear to hand. I forgot about that. You get an Abyss Spear to hand, so then you've got combos for next turn. Meglo is just probably the main reason this deck is good, because Meglo, what it does is when it gets normal summoned, first off, you get a you can special summon it from your hand by discarding 2 waters, and if you special summon infantry, dragoons, or marksmen, you automatically get to pop something or add something. So then there's pluses there. Plus, on top of all that, you get to add an Abyss Sphere to hand, which will automatically ensure a Linde search for a spike. So let's say you have 2 of these in hand, or all 3 of them, that'd be even more broken. And then you can tribute 1 other face-up water monster. So let's say you have just a random Undyne sitting there, or a Diva. Undyne would be better, just to tribute it and then you can attack. So it's just really good. That's the main like combo pieces. I mean, another like standard combo is to go into Diva. So let's say you draw into Diva first turn. Where's my Divas at? I don't even know if I put those in here. Honestly, a lot of people don't like Diva anymore because the combo is kind of old. But you could go summon Diva, search Heavy Infantry. There's automatically a Dragoons. Summon Marksman for your extra normal summon. And then, so there's 2 cards out of your hand already. And then let's just say you could go into something. But if you attack with Marksman, then you can special summon something else. So most people special summon a Dragoons. And then you can Synchro for a 6, Synchro for an 8, Exceed for a 2, Synchro for a 7. You just have so many options. So yeah, guys, that's the field. I forgot. I mean, so that's kind of a combo piece there too. I mean, another combo is just to go Linde with Spear, and then when Linde dies, to special summon Megalo. I mean, that's another combo piece. This deck, I mean, it has a lot of skill involved in it, but it has a lot of stuff that you just memorize. But you gotta think in the future, like, you gotta think, what am I gonna do, because if you're not careful, like, you will run out of options, like, you'll run out of stuff, and you're just gonna be sitting there with an Abyss Megalo in hand, and nothing else going for you, and you're like, what do I do, what do I do? So you gotta really think about it. It's a really good deck, don't get me wrong, but it does take a lot of thinking. So if you're not one of those people who like to think a lot when you play, which is kind of not good, because almost everyone needs to think, even if you're running like Samurais or something like that, you still need to think about what you do. But if you're not one to think 3-4 turns ahead, you're thinking about now, not later, then I wouldn't run this deck. Like, that's the reason I'm not good with it, because I want to work on what's going on now. I'm not worried about the future. I'm worried about comboing out and being done with it. As this deck is looking into 3-4 turns later, if I have an Abyss Sphere, I have to wait basically 2 turns before something's going to happen. So, yeah, it's more of a thinking about the future deck and what's going to happen, etc. So if you guys are into that deck, I mean, it's an expensive deck, don't get me wrong, but if you like that type of style, I would definitely look into Merlantians. Just to let you know, though, I think it's gonna get hit, so be careful about that. But they are getting some more support in the next set, Cosmic Laser. So yeah. Anyways, guys, peace out, YouTube.